Welcome back to some more Stardrive Blackbox Jupiter with combined arms mod. So last episode I was taking a look where can we find the shipyards. It's in here in the logistics tab of the research trees. First we'll have to research subspace projectors, but that will also give us the medium cargo hold, which might make our transport ships be able to hold a little more and make them more effective. And then the next technology is a heavy platform, a defensive platform, I suppose, advanced colony module, a shipyard station, and also enables us to build shipyards and gives a boost of 25% to ship production. Each colony can support up to 3 shipyards, but multiple shipyards provide diminished returns for the bonus. So I suppose you might want to remember to not build a lot of shipyards in one planet, but rather in different orbits of different planets and probably in different systems. And we have our first little fighter ship of our first fleet that's going to be defending our home system. We can change the behavior of the ships: short range, maximum range. This is how they use their weapons. So they will be fighters use attack runs, so they charge into the enemies, shower them with fire, and then run away for another attack. And there's also a short range behavior to use all your weapons, or only maximum range to use the artillery, the highest weapons. Basically keep yourself as far away from the enemy as possible that you still have range in at least one of your weapon systems. Our spies report that Drogar are getting stronger. They have around 2 bases. This is the pirate, one of the pirate factions that we had to pay money to, and we have met the rally devoted. Tell me, Volfar, have you ever truly contemplated the hour of your own death, when all becomes nothing? Do you fear to suffer? You should, for we are Rally, harbingers of death and servants of the Elder God. So, quite obvious inspiration, I think, for the city of Roye, however you pronounce it. So we now know about another one of our enemies, and meanwhile we are colonizing some planets that we might want to put some basic buildings on, like a rover bay and an aeroponic farm, and probably eventually a spaceport as well, because I don't think we have anything in the system yet. This one will provide us a little bit of additional research. And there's also the drone platform, but we need the drone technology to be able to operate it. We are quickly building some additional fighter ships. We can see their internals, their literal nuclear reactors, engines, some small weapons, the cockpit, and one additional stronger gun that was put there in place of actually an ammo storage, so they can only fire for like 20 seconds before running out of ammo and having to go back to resupply. So we are still colonizing, I guess. We can now colonize these planets as well, since we have food production available. These are very low population, so they are going to be the lowest priority, and this is the extent of our influence, of our empire influence, and I believe this might be where our ships get the FTL bonus, so they will go quicker here and then slow down a little bit as they go to the space in between, as we can see the speed difference between these two freighters. And actually our freighters are mostly utilized, so we might order another couple. Lowest system, that's the shogunate, I believe. It doesn't say here, but I think that's the Kulrati shogunates, so the Space Samurai Bears, that's their logo. I know, a lotus flower, let's say. There's the Rally Devoted as well, homeworld of Tolar, and they have a homeworld of Tor. 0.6 billion. It's a 0 because we don't know any of the planets, and this is just the one colony world that we've discovered. We can also see some information regarding our civilization, our different bonuses and maluses. We eat more, we are hungry wolves, we research slower, and we have 10 planets for now, 15 starships, and 13.7 billion wolves. We are earning a little bit of money. We have our queue. We are actually building or researching scientific foundations, so we can build research labs and gain a bonus towards our research. It seems like I think our first small fleet or fighter ships is now full. And actually our Wolfer civilization has the pack mentality or whatever it's called, where we have a malus to our ship weapons, but it grows the more ships there are close to each other, and it can surpass the malus and actually give us a significant bonus, but we have to produce a lot of these little ships. I'm not sure if it's quite necessary. Currently, I suppose we can maintain a little bit more. We should probably wait until our population grows. We can speed the game up. For the time being, as scientific foundations finished, research module for I suppose research stations that we won't be able to build just yet, I don't think. And the research labs, which give a flat 0.5 research bonus and also additional one if we assign people to them. Lowest system explored, but that's their territory. We are not going to be moving in there just yet. So we can take a look at our capital planet and queue a research lab. Here, this is high fertility, so we might want to build some farms here. Factor 6, I guess we could queue up a research lab here. Factor 2, yeah, they don't have much going for them. So let's order up a research lab here. Anything else? I guess we might as well build a rover bay and aeroponic farm so they produce something. And UE1 is big enough that I think we can fit a research lab here as well. Same with UE3. Here we don't have much space. World Seed at Toaster 1. While exploring the temple, your troops notice it resembles some form of vault, or maybe a bunker. At the center of the temple, they happen upon a sealed-off room with two enormous doors, which would not budge when tried. They decide to attempt to breach with a laser cutter, or with multiple laser cutters. Once inside, they found a world seed, obviously meant to be hidden from the remnants, but by opening the vault, they have exposed its whereabouts. Soon after, a remnant fleet warps into low orbit. I have no idea what a world seed is, but it looks like we are very much toast here. We can unpause for a second so that they actually come to the system, and those are some big chunky ships, 5,000 energy 46,000 shields. That's your end game technologies that we won't be having for a very long time. And one support drone, 2 frigates. So that basically cuts the system off from our reach. Why is there a home defense ship? Is it from the outpost? Yeah, 2 fighter defense ships. So we will actually see a little bit of fighting. And the world seed, the seed of a world tree, when planted on a world, it will grow slowly and start to terraform the environment, granting a bit of colonists per turn bonus and also max fertility change on build. And I understand is it already built or there's like a 003 fertility, but plus 0 to 3 from this thing. So I guess with time, this will reach the maximum value. And we can see home defense. So that's our Mark 1 fighter. And if we slow down, we might be able to see how it's obliterated in one shot of beam weapons from these ancient frigates. It seems like they are going away somewhere. Maybe, oh, they probably won't leave us BA. They are already going back. So yeah, unfortunately, it seems like the toaster planet is basically cut off now, and there are no people here. So you might, can we somehow tell them quarantine planet prevents good transportation in and out of this planet? So yeah, we will have to quarantine it for the time being, and I suppose there is really no reason to queue anything as there's no one in here. I think 0.1 production per richness. Richness is 0.1, and so the production and the food production is 0. I guess it technically does produce a very small quantity. But yeah, we have some buildings being finished. Seems like aeroponic farm on Vulfar, the world seed, after colonizing Toaster 1, volcanic activity, already depleting the gold veins on this planet. Hopefully we were able to use them to gain some amount of money. And now it seems like we are actually losing a bit of money. And warehouse was destroyed. We had a warehouse here, starting some additional productions probably. But it was destroyed, creating a lava pool. And actually the lava gives us a little bit of production, and the lava research and the lava pools give us a little bit of production on this planet. So I guess we'll recoup a little bit of that with time, but they are starving. So let's order a farm in here. We have some idle freighters now. Let's see what's the money. Aha, okay, because we haven't quite reached we have reached the goal already, so the taxes will set to 0 to enable for some bonuses, to like population production or whatever. We are still building more colony ships and then a research lab. Hydra 1 was colonized. I wonder what the space elevator does. Not sure. Maybe we will learn it soon. This is very high richness. So first the rover bay. I suppose this is renewal our contract with the Corsairs, 450, so we can. They might become more greedy if we keep asking for more and more with time. because this is a flat bonus, just 1.5 food per turn, and not dependent on the fertility of the planet, so we might just build it. And I suppose it's the same with the research lab. Though we are building some stuff. Trogger now have 3 bases. Which one was I looking at? Hydra. Where is the Hydra system here? We have 2 planets. And are we building... yes, we are building a spaceport on the other one, so that's okay. What are we researching next? Economics. That probably is a good idea to get more money in the bank. Let's speed things up a little bit. I think that's a colony ship. Yeah, it's going to Emotra 2. Lava pool has solidified, so we lose the, I think it was a research bonus, and we can now build on this tile. And we actually get a gold vein in here on Emotra 2 that we've just colonized, I think. Let's get an aeroponic farm, I guess a rover bay first. And a spaceport, actually, because we don't have one in the system yet. And this is the home system of the Kulrati. Economic foundations unlocked, imperial offices, another colonized planet, Ulat. I believe we also don't have a spaceport in here yet. So rover bay, aeroponic farm, spaceport, and I suppose a research lab as well. And we'll probably want to build these imperial offices on Wolfer eventually. And actually, why not a rover bay? Boost the output. Military outpost, 2 fighter defense ships. I guess we should probably build that as well. And it doesn't seem to have an upkeep cost, because if we take a look in here, like research lab, for 500 million credits per year. So I suppose in our big planets we can build these military outposts, actually. DOE1, military outpost, sure. And the population is so small right now that we probably don't need to build the offices yet. I guess this can also house a military outpost. This probably not, because it will be destroyed by a volcano anyway. Hydra outpost, Mosham an outpost, and maybe later a research lab as well. An outpost, Toaster 1, nothing. Hydra 1, outpost. Emosha 2 can have an outpost, EU as well. And we're back to Wolfar. So these outposts, it says like 2 fighters, so it will just take the type, that's the shipyard. If you take a look here, we have these Type 1 Mark 1, which is an automatic build, slightly more combat capable than the regular Type 1, the original model, so it will just use automatically the latest one, and if someone attacks us, then it's going to just spawn these ships automatically. Rover Bay, aeroponic farm, military outpost. Our first research lab was built on our home planet. I guess we might plop down the warehouse as well. Spaceport in Dewey. Yeah, the population is still very small. Take a look at this screen. Sort by population. Yeah, only 0.6, but now Wolfar is now not full. We started with a full population of, I guess, 14. But then some of them were shipped out as colonists to our new planets. A volcano eruption ended. Military outpost build, warehouse, rover bay, imperial offices. Lava pool has solidified in here. An aeroponic farm, so we should be good on food, and probably we are in producing some excess goods and selling them for a little bit of additional credits. Yeah, and these guys are still hanging about here, orbiting the toaster planet. But it still gives us a circle of influence, although not that we are going to be flying through this system, I don't suppose. Some additional buildings being constructed. Research is going rather slowly for us, as our people are literally dumb. All of our freighters are now idle. Then we want to build something else somewhere. Starvation? Why are you starving? Why aren't you getting any additional food? Maybe... yeah, we have like stores full in here. So surely we can manage to ship it out. We actually finished zero gravity production. So this is not flat production, but rather per assigned colonists. So we might want to build it on our more industrially inclined planets. I wonder how do we actually assign the colonists to these buildings? Huh. Not sure. Is it just like a bonus per colonist allocated to just with these, so you don't individually place them, I suppose. And this is just per colonist. You don't assign people to your imperial offices. It's just the more colonists you have, the more money it will make. A flat $250 million credits, I suppose, per cycle or whatever, per month. And then additional 10% increase in taxes. So we already have some colonists in here assigned to production, so we can assign more. And I suppose we might want to reshuffle these, as we clearly need either xeno or livestock cloning. I wonder what the difference is. So instead of common breeding programs, we can clone, blah, blah, blah. Population growth slightly increases. And production of this building scales with number of farmers assigned. I suppose this will probably be the same, but maybe this offers additional population growth, while this maybe gives you more food. I guess we can go for the cloning first and actually put it at the top, please. And this at the bottom for now. So we have the aeroponic farms, which should provide us with the basic food production or a fledgling colony that's only slowly starting to grow, I think. We have starvation in here because this is the toaster planet. So we can't really have anything here, and here we have only just colonized it, so we haven't yet started to build anything. And then also Dewey 2, the same situation, only just started to build the buildings, and we now have bigger production in our capital. We are good on the money front, I suppose. We're producing a lot of excess stuff for now. So I suppose we might as well for our first fleet, order some more fighters, as well as these larger corvettes, reckless artillery, conservative attack rounds. So they have a little bit of point defense, or maybe it's just the basic Vulcan cannons, which can use, I think they can be used for both. If we take a look here, this is the PD Vulcan cannon, and they have one of these bigger turrets as well, the corvettes that we have, and some railguns, which are, what's the range? 3,800, and the PD Vulcan has basically only a third of that range. So we might want to order a few of these corvettes as well. I guess shift click to order a few more at once. And build these ships. And now we are building them at Wolfar because we don't have any other shipyards as of yet. And now, as you might imagine, the trouble. Okay, Yami contact 570. So yeah, they have grown quite more hungry. I think we'll still renew it for now, as we are good on cash, but not very good on any ships that we might use to defend ourselves. So yeah, the space is big. There's also a lot of space in between the systems. And traveling is for now very slow. So even though we have a fleet, if we were to be attacked somewhere, it might take quite a bit of time to actually get the ships where they are supposed to be to defend ourselves. More volcano eruptions in here. 180, sure. For now, we can still do it. But the Corsairs also now have three bases. Another active volcano. A lava pool has solidified. Might we want to build something here? Factor 8. I suppose just like a military outpost for defense would be nice. It's actually there's an active volcano. Yeah, this one's erupting. It's quite risky, as you can see. These are dormant. I guess maybe here something. You won't be having a lot of colonists here, but this offers a flat production bonus. So I'm right-clicking too much. Can we build this in this style, please? Yes, thank you. Right-clicks get you out of the planet menu instead of, like, I know, canceling whatever you want to do. And this has a potential for a research station, but we don't know how to build stations quite yet. Another volcano eruption somewhere. I guess you can speed it up even more for now. And we've met the United Federation. We are the United Federation, and we greet you. Perhaps in time we shall become friends. We shall see indeed. Do we know where they are actually in the world? Not really. We are only exploring the Samurai Bears territory. Maybe we want to queue a few more scout ships. We have the scout. It's actually, it seems like our one scout ship is not scouting. It is now doing some recon, I guess. No, it's going to go to the other system, and we have the Terran Federation or whatever were they called, Scout in here. seems like. Small shuttlecraft. We have our additional, these are the transport, this additional scouts that we've built. And some more that we can send out into the world to do some scouting. Since we are still good on our money, on income, then we might as well order some additional corvettes, I suppose. And we want a lot of these ships since we gain a bonus to our damage the more of them we have. Let's have a quick once over our planets. We want to build something. I guess we might as well build a research lab in here, since it's a flat bonus. And here we are already queuing. We have some stuff queued up. Actually, let's go here. We can already see that we are growing our population a bit in a few of these places, so we might want to have some more buildings. This is very rich, so we all want to increase the production of this planet. And then I guess in Factor 8, well, that's the volcanic planet. That's also very, very rich, actually. In resources, that is. Population. I suppose we might as well build the offices. And let's unpause. Some new systems. And is that going to be the last or the second to last of the different factions that we're going to encounter in the game? The Optiris Hive. Scanning carbon-based organic life form detected. Generic type unknown. Threat assessment. Optiris greet you. Oh, hello. Thing. Goodbye. Take a look. Yeah, that's all of them. And we have a... Yeah, this is the Kurati space that we are not going to be invading just yet, I don't think. An enemy agent was foiled trying to infiltrate a colony. The agent was sent by the Kolrati Shogunate, actually. We are currently not really employing... Normally we get 1 espionage point per billion colonists for free. These points go into our spy defense and infiltration level increase per empire we know. We can increase the espionage points we get per billion colonists, but it will cost us credits per turn. It will not yet because we don't have any population. I guess we might as well shift some, I guess, full infiltration weight towards these guys. And we can take away from our defense budget, but I guess that's going to be okay. And since the Kolrati we know are right next to us, we might want to do some infiltration there. We are researching the livestock cloning technology. Some more exploration out of our own local cluster. Research lab being built. Volcano eruption ended. And coursers are getting stronger. Let's pause for a second. And Draugr as well. We have infiltrated the Kolrati Shogunate. We now have 1 level of infiltration. And there are apparently 5 levels. And we can limit how much we want to actually infiltrate them. I wonder if this probably gives us some increasing levels of information. I suppose, yeah, there are no wars, alliances, or anything going just yet. We have discovered, however, the cloning facilities that we might want to start building on our planet. This does cost a little bit of upkeep, but it generates also 5 million flat population increase per turn, and this regarding the turns they start date here. Factor 4 is very fertile, but I suppose, yeah, it does give food per colonist assigned, so we might as well go with it and probably assign a bit more population to food production here. Factor 6, they do have some fertility actually, so we could order up the livestock cloning and probably the imperial offices as well in here. We might take a look in here actually. Can we see the fertility? We can't see the fertility in here. You can see it in here though. Can't be only owned, but we can sort by fertility. So water 4, we are already building there. Dewey 3. Let's queue you up. What else? Water 6 could use one. Already queued up. Dewey 1 as well, and then one more planet. The Mosham 1, and it has some fertility as well. And let's unpause. Some more aeroponic farms, military outposts for defense. Zero gravity production plant in here. First livestock cloning center on Wolfar has just been built. And this will provide us an additional bonus to food production. Additional research lab, let's check. Yeah, building maintenance is growing to be quite high. And the taxes are already set to 33%, so we might hold off on building additional ships until we grow our population more and get more tax money. Subspace projectors were invented. But actually, don't we need like construction ships for that? Is it going to be in logistics? Small stations, processing unit, battle stations. Builder ships, better construction tool, builder ships. I guess we just have them. We can build some basic construction ships. So now, blueprints, new space buildings. We can now build basic research stations, and we can build one at Emotion 1. So we will order one. And then we can also somewhere AI. Let's see, I guess we can go for auto explore and auto build projectors as well. Automatic trade. Your empire will automatically manage your freighter needs, creating freighters to transport. I guess we can automate this as well, so that we don't have to keep an eye on this and manually order up freighters to be built. A research station, mining stations, we can do that by hand. So basically, if you want, you can automate a lot of it and just, chill and watch what happens. Actually, I forgot that you can rush construction, but that costs money, I believe. Auto-colonize, no, but we might as well right now, I guess. So the big thing I wanted to do is auto-build projectors, and in this space in between, where there are gaps in between our planets, we will have construction ships ordered, and they will build the subspace projectors automatically. Where did I want to take a look? Subspace protectors, blah blah, shipyard. So for example, let's take a look at our empire. Yeah, so Mochan 1 has very good production, but yeah, we can't build them yet because we are only now researching the shipyard technology. So eventually we want to build maybe some additional shipyards in some different systems, rather than only having one in our home planet. A research station was already deployed. Well, that's quite the zoom. That planet must be very close. Say what? That was just, I guess, a message to tell us that there's something that can be. No, it might be a bug that it's not possible to zoom into a station or something, and it zoomed somewhere else or something different happened. And as you can see, the station itself also has some modules. Some need some power. This is the research module, maybe some cargo holds or something, I guess. Can we see it in here? No, we cannot. I'm not sure. Where can we see load and not the constructor platform, basic research station? If we take a look, medium cargo hold. And these are small cargo holds. I wonder if they need like some supplies to keep going. So yeah, the research station requires 100 power, and these nuclear reactors produce 50 per. I guess we have some excess power. They don't have any defenses, as we can see. But I guess for now, they don't need any. We now have infiltration level 2 on the samurai bears. And I suppose slowly, as I know what I want to do as well. Colonize the last planets in our systems. Hydra 3, Toaster 2 no, Factor 1 as well. Yeah, for now we can still say yes to that. I guess if anything we can plop down like a research center in here, in these very small planets. We could actually queue something up in the GUE2 system. You have quite some richness here. So we might as well build a production plant, and I suppose a research lab. Population won't be very high. We can take a look in here. Yeah, we can't see the max population. And the screen, you can see it in here. And sort our planet like UE1, for example. We probably could use queuing up the office here, as the population will grow to a substantial enough number that this will provide us a few additional credits per turn as they grow and multiply. And we have spaceport here, so our different transport and other ships can go to resupply or something, I guess. I wonder if we actually, let's take a good look at what does the spaceport The spaceport connects to the orbital starbase above and allows for the construction of ships here using materials produced on the planets. But there might be the basic, like freighters and construction ships, maybe. Provides a 50% bonus to all monetary incomes earned on this planet. And some storage, ship repair per second, sensor range. So I'm not sure if we want to build them everywhere, as they actually have quite hefty upkeep cost. Well, I suppose it's okay, but in here, like eventually in here, we are going to get like 5 colonists times, so that's 1.25 credits. I guess it won't really be good enough. There's some also base tax production, even if we don't have the imperial offices, I think. But I'm not sure if right now even the 50% increase in tax income will overcome the costs of the 0.5 billion credits. But maybe later, if we terraform this planet, have more available space for more colonists as it grows, then it might be economically viable to actually build a spaceport there. We are discovering some more planets here, exploring more of these clusters, and I guess we have run long enough for this episode, so I will finish it up here. Thanks very much for watching, and in the next episode we'll probably start building some shipyards and maybe some defensive platforms as well. We shall see. So I will see you in the next episode.